So here we have the Ford C-Max on a 16 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. I'm going to start off inside the boot space first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have plenty of boot space there. This is a 7-seat vehicle, so you have 2 rear seats underneath the carpet mat or the boot liner just here, and then obviously the 3 that you can see there at the moment, and they can be folded down as well should you wish to increase this boot space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in, and as I mentioned, we'll run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, first of all, we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer on the right-hand side. In the centre at the bottom, the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges, and above that, the main trip computer. So firstly, you can see the total miles of the car there, 69,949. Then we have, the trip computer. So those 4 bits of information displayed simultaneously. You can have lots of different pieces of individual trip computer info. If you wish, you can have a digital readout for the speedometer, and then we're back around to the beginning again. And the buttons that I was using to do that are just here. We have our stereo controls and phone controls on the right-hand side. In the center, the main stereo. It's also where you'll pair your phone, and then just follow instructions on the screen above it. So also up in here, you can, of course, access your radio. We've got a few options with the radio. So AM, as you can see, DAB and FM as well. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do so via Bluetooth audio, auxiliary input. We've also got USB input ×2 and a CD player, as you can see. You can make adjustments to various things from the menu, and we can adjust our bass, treble, balance, fader, etc. from there as well. As I said, all of that is done using the buttons just here. We have the main volume for the stereo on here as well, the CD player, of course. And below that, the air conditioning. So you can adjust the fan speed and temperature. You can determine where you'd like the air distributed. The air conditioning is on at the minute, so that's off. Back on again. You can recirculate the air that's in the car. That's a great way of heating it up or cooling it down quickly, depending on the temperature you've set just here. With a heated rear screen and a proper heated front screen. This button turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic, which in turn will save you fuel. You can turn that off or on whenever you wish to. We have a 6-speed manual gearbox, 12-volt charging socket, and then some storage space down here as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.